Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another 6 for 6 Season 1, Episode 14. The show is getting started. So excited to have you all here today. We got a nice early morning special for you that are watching on the East Coast, but I know for the West Coast, it's 5:30 a.m. for y'all. So y'all are probably just tired and be like, oh man, why is he up so early? No reason why I'm up so early is because college game day is in town in Columbus, Ohio. So I'm trying to, do this really early, knock this out of the park, and, enjoy my game day as Ohio State plays Michigan State today. So, I'm very excited, very thrilled about it. But we got to see how it develops and continues to go forth in that sense. But as I'm prepping up for today's show, I have a nice list of 6 sporting events that are happening this weekend. It's going to be fantastic to be a part of and to watch. But we're going to have to, take our time as we progress throughout this day and really build up nice suspense for this program today. But before I run through, I have to make a quick announcement that we have the MI6 Thanksgiving special tonight. So make sure you tune in 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a fun experience. We're going to look back and have a great time on tonight's program for that. But make sure you tune in and enjoy yourself and watching the MI6 programming tonight. So let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. So for our 6 for 6 today, I got some racing, I got some basketball, I got some football, I got the nice 3 things that are really interesting that we got on today. To start us off is the Qatar Grand Prix. On top of that, it's Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time on ESPN2. So if you need some F1 racing to start your Sunday before you go into the NFL and start your Sunday, this is where it is. It's getting your, blood started, getting your blood flowing, and just going to be a fun, interesting race. It's in Qatar, and the course is Los Sales International Circuit. The track is about 3.34 miles with 16 turns. The fastest lap is 1 minute. Almost 1 minute and 38 seconds, or almost 39. Back in 2009 was the fastest lap on this track. The track opened in 2004, and it took less than a year to be constructed. So that's also fantastic to see. But it took about 1,000 workers and about $58 million to construct this track, ladies and gentlemen. And it took 1,000 workers, and they did it less than a year. That is some fast infrastructure that I've seen to be constructed, ladies and gentlemen, to make 3.34 miles of racetrack for this. So you want to tune in this track, in this race. So do that Sunday morning on that sense, ladies and gentlemen. I see we got a comment coming in. It seems like we want to be, wow. Nope. It seems like we got a spam account. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I did not know that. It seems that, it's what I didn't expect that comment to come through. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I deeply apologize. We will move on to the next sporting event. On top of that, we have the Ravens and Bears game, some NFL action at Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time on CBS. It's going to be thrilling to watch. We got the Ravens with Lamar Jackson versus Justin Fields, 2 mobile quarterbacks. And the question is, can the Ravens keep dominating the AFC North and continue to extend their lead, or will this loss falter and allow teams to catch up in that division? Keep winning games, you'll get there. But the Bears are struggling. They're 3-6, not too pretty at the start of the season. I guess the midpoint in the season, I would say. But maybe they could turn it around and finish, 500. Who knows? But, this could be a way to get them back in the right seat to finish, 500. But at the same time, if they continue to lose, it kind of gives them good draft stock to get, Justin Fields more protection and, develop him as a quarterback. So this game is very critical for the Ravens to continue to win. But also at the same time, for the Bears, trying to get close to finish 500 with Justin Fields is a good step in the right direction for his NFL career. Next up, we got some college basketball. The hoops are back, ladies and gentlemen. For college basketball, preseason rankings are here. So we got Villanova, who's number 5 in the nation, versus Tennessee, who's number 17. This is men's college basketball at 1 p.m. Eastern. And on 10 a.m. Pacific time. I believe it's today. I forgot to put Saturday on top of it, but that is today, ladies and gentlemen. So if you not in a mood for some college football, your team's not doing well, we're definitely tuning in to watch some college basketball on ESPN News. Definitely going to be fun to watch. Villanova is a 65.5% chance favorite to win this game. On top of that, Tennessee is 2-0, so can they keep the streak alive in this sense? That's how this game is going to unfold out for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, in the number 3 slot, some more college hoops, ladies and gentlemen. You got the hoops today, bringing you some good matchups. You got college basketball, the men's, North Carolina, who's number 18 in the nation, versus number 6, the Purdue Boilermakers. Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time on ESPN News. Definitely going to be an interesting game. Both teams are 3-0. Can they keep the streak alive for each team, or will it come down to the wire and make this game very I don't know what word I'm looking for, as you all know how it would be. But all the excitement that is built around this game, I think it's going to be a fantastic game. So after the noon kickoff games, and if you don't like your afternoon college football, this, I would say, is probably the best sport to watch. On top of that, right now, if there's not a lot of top 25 ranked matchups going on. So definitely tune into that and see how North Carolina faces Purdue. Let's do a quick recap of all the 3 through 6 spots, so those who are tuning in for us can hear what we got. So we got some F1 racing in Qatar today. It's Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time on ESPN2. Next up, we got Ravens-Bears Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time on CBS. Next up, we got some college basketball for you all today. Is Villanova number 5 in the nation versus Tennessee, who's number 17 at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time today on ESPN News, ladies and gentlemen. And then in our number 3 slot is some more college basketball for the men. We got North Carolina, who's number 18th in the nation versus number 6 Purdue. Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time on ESPN News, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's move on to the college football segment, the 1 and 2 slot, how I rank them, not how the college football committee ranks things. But in the number 2 slot, ladies and gentlemen, I would have the drum roll, I guess, audio clip, but I haven't put that in yet. That may be in the future where I get the drum roll so I can add that in for each of the top 2 picks, like how they do for college football. But our number 2 pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. It is SMU at Cincinnati. Number 5 Cincinnati will take on SMU today. Saturday, which is today, at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific on ESPN. This, I would say, needs to be a convincing win for Cincinnati. Though they are a 76% chance to winning this game, they need to be dominant to give them a chance to get into the college football playoffs. If they are not dominant in this game and SMU gives them a struggle, it kind of defeats their purpose of getting into the college football playoffs. Well, I shouldn't say defeat it just yet, because the top teams could knock each other out. And Cincinnati slips in the 4th spot, and we could get the rematch of Georgia and Cincinnati from last year. So we got to see how that truly develops and progresses. I really do hope we get that 1 versus 4 Cincinnati versus Georgia, and Cincinnati comes up on top, because that would be phenomenal to watch, where it's like they played them close and fell short. But now when the games actually mattered, they came up on top and was able to beat Georgia and go to the national title. Though they may not be able to win the national title. But if they are able to win it, it'd be the hugest shock of 2021. And I think that was, I guess you could say, a perfect transition from the COVID year into somewhat of a normal regular season, though it still was a challenge for some teams. But, hey, this is the start of getting the group of 5 in the conversation to, elaborate on the expansion of the college football playoffs as they're trying to do. But obviously, we all know what the game of the week is for this weekend. It's a no-brainer. It's the one, the only, Michigan State versus Ohio State. Today at noon, ladies and gentlemen. It's at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on ABC. Number 7 Michigan State comes to the shoe versus number 4 Ohio State. This is going to be a fantastic matchup. And even next week, you already know what the game of the week is going to be next week in Ann Arbor. That's all I have to say for that. But this is about Heisman Trophy winners, right? Not Heisman Trophy winners, but Heisman Trophy candidates, and C.J. Stroud and Walker from Michigan State. Can they have two phenomenal games? Whoever dominates this game will probably seal their fate for the Heisman candidacy. Now, if it's a close game that comes down to the wire, it will back up both players for a chance to get into the Heisman conversation, I would say. But Walker needs to have probably rush almost 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that may do the trick. If he rushes for 200 and 3 touchdowns, that's a Heisman game with the stakes like this. But now CJ could easily turn that around and throw for 6 touchdowns and 400 yards passing, and that's a Heisman performance in itself as well. So it's going to be a lot of back and forth. Hope it's a very high scoring game and maybe even become an ESPN classic, but we just got to see how this really unfolds. This is also trying to get into the Big Ten championship game as well as a playoff push as well for these teams. Can Ohio State hang in there and ride it out and try to get to number 2 and number 3 spot? Or if they lose, does Michigan State slip in and Michigan falls off? We got to see how this really unfolds out in the Big Ten. This is the most, I would say, thrilling Big Ten tail end of the season that we know in the date so far compared to the, what we've seen in the past, 5 seasons. It's been really close, but it keeps anticipating, keeps building up, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do a quick recap for all of our 6 sporting events for this weekend, and we'll bring this program to a close. So in our number 6 spot, we got the Qatar Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fantastic. Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific on ESPN2. Feeling the need for speed that Sunday morning. That's why I put it on the list. Next up, we got some NFL. We got Ravens-Bears Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on CBS. And we got some college men hoops. Villanova, number 5, Villanova versus number 17, Tennessee at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time on ESPN News. Our number 3 spot, we got college basketball with the men's North Carolina number 18 versus number 6 Purdue Saturday, which is today at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific on ESPN News, ladies and gentlemen. So if you need a break for some college football, we got some hoops action for you today. We got number 2, SMU Cincinnati. This is a game that Cincinnati needs to come out and dominate. Without that, their chances of getting to the college football playoffs may be hindered because of that, though they can go undefeated. The committee has left out undefeated teams before that are in the group of 5, so it may not be surprising if they do it again. But if it's a convincing win and they come out and dominate these next 2 weeks, Cincinnati may have a chance of slipping in, depending how the top teams would fall. And obviously, like I said today, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 game, number 7 Michigan State, rolls into Columbus, Ohio, in the shoe with the Ohio State Buckeyes, who are number 4 in the nation, which will kind of be the battle of the Big Ten East, trying to get into the title game, as well as a push for the playoff picture, as we all know. So that is it for today's 6 for 6, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have that one announcement that I started at today's program, that this Thanksgiving special is tonight. We're doing it a little bit ahead of schedule so we can take a week off and spend time with our family and friends. So it's 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you all there. I will be there. Isaiah will be there. And other people from MI6 and Coast to Coast will be there as well, ladies and gentlemen. But that will conclude today's program here on the MI6 Sports Network. Enjoy today's sporting events as well as enjoy our Thanksgiving special. Hope to see you all there. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. So long for now.